Start recording. Solving chess puzzles day 25. Yes, solving chess puzzles day 25. Okay, let's see whether today we'll set a new record. Today it looks like they are tough puzzles because hourly the number one person has only solved 48 puzzles, and daily someone has solved 73, and the 50th person has solved 49 puzzles. So if only I make it to 50, I'll be on this list. Okay, let's do this. Play. This is checkmate in 2. Check 2. Here Dinka just winning material. Oh, shoot, do. Yeah. What's up? Check. I take, and I win a piece. Okay. This is checkmate in 2. This is checkmate in 1. This is checkmate in 1. This is another checkmate in 1. The king can go there, the king can go there. So we give a check and we cover this square, that's it. So mate in 1. This is another checkmate in 1. Checkmate in 1. Checkmate in 1. This is a check. The king either moves there or there. The knight comes in with a check. If they move there, that will be mate. If they move to the corner, the rook moves to the corner, and that's mate. So check, mate. About to give a check there. Check. That's checkmate. The illusion of defense. This pawn is not defended because this pawn is pinned. So that means that we can simply grab it. So we grab it with check, and the king moves over, and then we give that will be mate. So check, mate. This is a common motive there. Okay. One thing I've realized with these puzzles is memory plays a very huge role. The more you solve them, the more you start to realize some patterns keeps repeating themselves. Like this is the same pattern. Check, the king moves, we sacrifice the queen, and then mate. Check, mate. This is again the same pattern. Check, the king moves to the corner, check, then mate. So check, mate. We push the pawn, we give a check. The king either moves there or there, and then the rook comes in, check. The other rook blocks, and then we simply grab the rook, and that will be mate. So check, mate. If only this knight can move away, can stop obstructing the bishop. Both the queen and the bishop are hitting h2, and that will be mate. So we just need to move this knight, and the way we move it with tempo. So we move it there, we give a check, so they have to respond, and either they take or move, it will lead to the same thing. So check, and we simply take there. That's mate. Okay. How about we give a check then? Check. Where will the king go? If the king decides to move forward, the knight jumps in. Check, and that's checkmate. So after I give this check, to prolong the game, white will push, and after they push, I take. They take. Now here I have opportunity to grab the rook, but I don't take the rook. I go for the jugular, go for the king. So check, they take, I take. Nice. Here, how about I just push with the discovered check? The knight takes, and I take the rook, and I promote. So push, take the, and I promote. Okay. Our queen is under attack. And can we sack the queen? Let's see. We take, they take, I take with a check. The king has to move, and I take. So after all is said and done, I will have won 2 rooks and a knight. That's 13 points of material, and I will have lost a queen, and a queen is 9 points worth of material. So if I'm doing my math right, that means that I'll be +4. I think that's what I should do. Is there anything I'm overlooking? Nah, I don't think so. So take with check. I take the rook. Oh, okay. Simply take. That's even much better than what I had calculated. Okay. In this position, I would really love to capture this bishop, but the issue is that my knight is hanging, and even worse, my back rank is very weak, very weak. So if I do that, that will lead to mate. So I should not do that. And material wise, I think both sides have a rook and both sides have 2 minor pieces, so the number of pieces is even. White has 5 pawn while black has 4 pawns, so we are up a pawn. Okay. So with that in mind, that means that all my moves have to be check. So I start calculating the checks in the position. I can give a check there, I can give a check there, but both of those are stupid checks because the king will simply take. But I can also give a check there with the bishop. And the good thing is my rook is defended by the knight, and after that check, they can block with the bishop. After they block with the bishop, again I take with another check. And after the king moves, my knight comes in. Yes, I think that's it. And if they all I needed was to figure out the first move. Okay. Black has a pawn that is 2 steps away from promoting, but you also have a pawn that is 1 step away from promoting. The only problem is that our pawn has been blockaded by the opponent's rook, but they are giving us a chance to move the blockade. So we take it's not a check, so we simply take the rook, and maybe let's say they take back. Now I play my rook there. If they push, I simply grab, and the pawn is going nowhere. If they take, I take I queen, and after I queen, if they push, my queen is way fast. It will get back on time to stop the pawn. Okay. Again, I think I should simply queen. And now I have another idea. I can give a check there. Check. The king moves there. We give another check there. Okay, I think we should queen first. That's it. That's all I needed to figure out. Okay. black is threatening to capture my bishop, because again my bishop is not defended. It may look like it's defended, but it's not defended because this pawn is pinned. And after they take, now they will take there, and that will lead to mate. The good thing is that they cannot checkmate immediately, because if they take the pawn, I simply take. Okay. Now the big question is, what should we do? If I take, that means that they don't have time to take the bishop, because if they take the bishop, I simply grab the other pawn and that will be mate. So after I take, they'll have to do something. They'll have to do something to stop the mate. And how do they stop the mate? They can stop the immediate mate by capturing back. If they capture back, I can move back one step and give a check. Okay, let's first get this. What if I give a check? The takes, that won't amount to anything substantial. And even if I push the pawn, again, even if I give a check, there are two pieces that are defending that square. So I think my best move is to take. Yes. These two rooks are doing a wonderful job of controlling the entire d file. And so if I give a check there, the king is forced to move to b1. That's the only move. And then I give a check, the knight takes, I take with a check, the bishop blocks, and I simply take the bishop, and that will be made. So check, the bishop takes, and yes, that's it. In this position, we just need the queen and the bishop and the queen to trade places. If only the queen was the one that was on d6, this would be a simple mate. But if I give a check there, that's not made, because now the king can simply move there. But that's exactly what we're going to do. So check, the king moves. Now the bishop moves to to g1 with the discovered check, and now the king has to take, and after the king takes, the queen comes. So check, discovered check. It's more of the same thing. Mate. White has a rook, a knight, and a bishop for the queen, for the price of the queen. Both sides have 2 pawns, so that's 2 minor pieces are 6 points of material, plus a rook, that's 5 points of material. So that's 11 points of material for versus 9. And again, 3 pieces are definitely better than 1. The good thing is that the queen can't fork. We can give a check there. After that check, the king has only one legal move. They move there. We give a check there. Now we are hitting the king, and we're hitting the rook. So check, and we take. And now we have a winning end game. I think this is relatively simple. Simply take the rook. And now through red thread, both of my pieces are defending each other. And after the trade, I'll be up a piece. So I take, and I'm up a rook. So this is a check, and I have to move. So where do I go? I think I should come here so that I can attack the rook and force it to move. And after that, now I can push the pawn with a check with a fork, and I'm going to win a minor piece. So there. then I push and I simply grab the bishop. Okay. What happens after I give this check? If they block, it will just lead to the same thing. So check, they block, I take, the king moves. After the king moves, I grab the pawn with the check. Then what happens? So after this check, blocking is not a good idea. Moving immediately is the best idea. But if they move now, I play my queen there. Okay, let's first play the first move. Check. Okay. Yeah, I can't immediately take, because if I take, the queen simply takes, and so I have to move there. So now I can threaten checkmate in one there. And how can they stop that threat? If now they play the bishop there, I simply grab. So I think that's it. Okay. And now I take with a check, I take with another check, and I'm going to win a ton of material. Okay, in this position, my instincts are saying that the first move is to play there. And I have a very simple idea to move there. That's mate. So what I should check is how they're going to stop that threat. So after I play them, how are they going to stop it? The king moving does not stop it. Pushing this pawn does not stop it. Pushing this pawn does not stop it. So they'll just have to first give up the rook, and I grab the rook and just end up sitting. And then now just giving up material. So we have material to prolong the inevitable. Black is a rook, a queen, and a knight. White has two rooks, a queen and a knight, so they are up a rook. Okay. This pawn is doing a wonderful job. It's going to act as an anchor. It's going to support the queen to give a checkmate here. So I grab that pawn, and I'm threatening checkmate in the next move. What can they do to stop it? I can take my rook with check, I take, they give another check, I take they can simply give up a ton of material. What? Oh, I should have taken with the knight. This is what happens when you become overconfident. Okay, so I play the knight there. Now I'm attacking the queen, I'm attacking the bishop, and I'm threatening checkmate. I just take with the queen, so that if they take, this will lead to mate. Okay, Again, the illusion of defense. This is what I was saying about common patterns. But once you memorize them, it becomes very easy to solve puzzles, because in this position, the illusion of defense means that this pawn is not defended, because this pawn is pinned. So I can simply grab there with check. There's only one legal move. They block, and after they block, my pawn, no, not my pawn, sorry. So I check, check, they block, my bishop captures, check. The queen can take back because the queen is pinned, so the only legal, and the king can take because the bishop is defended by the queen. So the rook has to take. After the rook takes, I push the pawn and I promote, and that with another check. Okay, I think that's it, but we'll do it move by move to avoid mistakes. So take, check, check, push the pawn. I think this is relatively simple. I just need to, and I have to pay attention to this thread, because if the queen takes, that's checkmate. So, and also my queen is hanging. In this position, 3 of my pieces are hanging. My rook is under attack, my queen is under attack, and my knight is under attack. The good thing is that I can play fast moves, so I can take there with check. The king is out of move, so the only legal move is to take back with the rook. Now the rook moves to e8, check. The only defense is the rook retreats back to f8, and we grab the rook, and that's it. So check, check, mate. Okay. My idea is to fast trade. This looks like a normal trade, but after they take back, now my rook comes to the e file, and now it's pinning the knight. The knight can move, and if they try to defend it by pushing the pawn, then we push it and we're going to win a piece. So I take, my rook comes there, and I push the pawn, and I simply take the knight now, and I win a minor piece. Okay, black to move. This is a tricky endgame. Endgame. Okay. What happens if I push? They can't keep pushing, because if they push and I push now, that the king is too far away from the queen in square. So after I push this pawn, the king will most likely retreat, so that now it gets inside the square. And after that, okay, so let's do this move by move. I push, the king moves back so that it can stop the pawn. I push this as a pawn with a check. If they take again, they are outside the square. That means that if they take, I can push. So the king will most likely now move closer to this pawn, and after that now I push. And if they take, there's no way they're going to stop both pawns. So I push, give a check, I push. If they take, I push. The pawn is too far away. So with check. The rook is covering this entire file. So what if I give a check with the bishop? Check. Where will the king go? Okay. They can attempt to block with the pawn. I take it. They block with the bishop. I take it. So this just leads to the same thing. After that, now the king has only one legal move. They move there, and my rook comes there, and that's it. So check. What happens if we attack the queen by playing there? The queen have to move, but where can the queen go? Queen can go there, the queen can go there, queen can go there, the queen can go there, the queen can go there, the queen can go there, and can't go there either, and can't go there either, and it can't go there. So the queen has three legal moves, and how do we continue? Okay, let's do this. So I play there. Okay, let's assume hypothetically the queen plays there. If the queen plays there, I give a check there, and it's double check. Okay. And what if I give the check immediately? Check. This is a tricky one. Tricky. Okay, check. If the king moves there, we come in with a check. The knight can block, and that does not lead too much. So this is the right first move. What if we move with the bishop, and now I'm threatening to play there? What if I play the rook there? I'm going to simply grabs two. Okay. That's all I needed to figure out. Some of these puzzles are not fair. Okay. I push. By the way, what happens if I play there? Okay, if I play there, and my idea is to push, then get inside there, and then give a mate. Okay, so after I play them, what will happen? Okay, after I play them, if they push this pawn, now I can simply play there. And now I'm threatening checkmate in one. If the bishop, the rook comes there, I give a check there, and they have to go back. So, and after I play there, what if they do another thing? What if they simply grab? So they grab, I push, and again they grab this other pawn. And what do I have to show for it? So okay, what if I push? If I push and they decide to push immediately, I can simply grab this pawn with a check. And after that check, after the king moves to the corner, my queen comes there, and that will lead to mate, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. And if I push and they decide, what if they decide not to take? What if they decide to? No, they can't play there. After I push there, all they can do is maybe push one square and I take. Okay, I think this is it. I don't see a better move. I think this opens up so many possibilities for white. So okay. I simply take. By there they can't take back. If they take back, now this pawn is no longer blocking the rook's path, so that means that we can checkmate immediately. So okay, so after I take, what will they do? They'll have to do something else, but that thing does not involve taking. So after I take, let's say they do something else, like I take there, or they even push this pawn, whatever they do. What I care about is what I'm going to do over here. So after that, I can now simply take with a check. The king, okay, let's calculate variation 1. The king moves there. How do we continue? Then I can take there, and I can next give a check there. Okay, let me first check and see what happens. Smart move. How do we take? What if I take with the rook? Yeah, the rook takes. I take. That again does not lead too much. And if I take and they take, give a check there. The rook moves back. I give another check there. The king moves forward. Okay, I feel taking with the pawn again opens up so many possibilities than taking with the rook. So I'm going to take with the pawn. And that's all I needed to figure out. Yeah, I feel I have the potential to win material. But how do we do it? How do we do it? I feel this rook is weak and this queen is being overworked. So okay, my first idea number one, take. If I take, I simply take back. I take with check, the rook takes, and I take the pawn. So after all is said and done, it will be a simple trade. All I will win is a pawn. And how many pawns do I have? I have 4 pawns. Well, they have 5 pawns. So that variation just equalizes. Okay. How about we start with this take? Okay, if the queen takes back, I take with the pawn, and I take with check. And after all is said and done, I'll be up a rook with that variation. So if I take and they take back with the queen, okay. And what if I take and they don't take back with the queen, they take back with the pawn. If they take back with the pawn, again I simply take the other rook with check. If they take back, I take, and again I'm going to win a rook. So I think this is it. So I take, I win a piece. Two. This position looks so calm. Okay. Both sides have 2 rooks, both sides have a queen, both sides have a bishop. Black has 5 pawns while white has 6 pawns. Okay, and in all position we start by checking for checks. So why can we give a check? We can give a check there, but that's a stupid check, but because the king will simply take back, so we don't even consider it. But we have to pay attention to the fact that this rook is controlling this entire file. So what does that mean? That means that if we give a check there, the king cannot escape via the d file. And also this bishop is cutting across that entire line. So that means that if we give a check there again, by the way, where will the king go? The king can go there, the king can go there, the king can go there, the king can go there. The king has only one move, and after this check, the queen also covers that square. So okay. So what happens? I give that check. The only legal move is to block with the rook. I grab that pawn, and now I'm threatening to take. What do they do? How about what if they? Okay, what if the queen retreats? Okay, let's first get there. So check. Okay. What if I try to add more pressure on the pawn piece by playing my rook there? If I play my rook there, the queen comes in with a check. What do we do? What do we do? If I move forward, the bishop comes back with a check, and now it's hitting. And if I play there, again the queen comes back with a check, and now I'm forced to move. Okay. Idea is simply to grab the pawn. Now we are threatening to win material. They move back. Of course they do. Of course they do. And give another check there. The rook comes back. Okay, because if I play the check, or block, check, I either move block, and here we're going to repeat the same dance. And if I move there, now the bishop comes there, and that check wins material. Okay. What do I need to figure out? What do I need to figure out? Okay, after I play the but if now they play there now to stop the threat, I can simply now grab. And if they come back, I can simply come back. Okay, so let's do this. Now this rook is no longer pinned, because a giving check there does not amount to much. If I give a check there, we simply repeat the same thing. So yeah. White to move. White to move. Okay, I think we simply need to give a check there. Check. The king can move there, the king can move there, so the only legal move is to block. And after they block, now the queen is boxed in. We give another check there. Check. And now the only move is to play there, and we simply take. So check. Check. Mate. Would love to give a check there, but we can't because of the queen. Would love to give a check there, but we can't because of the rook. We can give a check there, we can give a check there. So where can we give a check? So we can give a check right there. And after I give that check, what will happen? So let's do this. Check. Check. What if the king and the queen just retreats to there? How do we continue? How do we continue? And how about we simply push? And now we have vacated the road for the rook. The rook is next going to come there. And if the rook comes there, that's game over. Because even if they block, we simply take. So after I play there, what will happen? What will happen? And by the white, that is up an exchange. They have a rook for a bishop. Okay. Because the queen is covering this entire line. The bishop is covering there, and the queen is also covering this entire line. And if we push now, this means that now the king can no longer take. And now you're threatening checkmate. What can they do? What can they do to stop it? To stop it? And what if now the queen gives me a check there? Check. Only have one Lego move to block. Okay. If I give a check there, the king simply runs away. I strongly feel this is the right first move, although I'm not sure. Check. The queen comes back. It's not check by the way. So now I have to come back there and try to defend. The other rook can come in. Okay, let's do this. Okay, there's only one Lego move. That's to block. That's all I needed to figure out. Okay. If I push the pawn, that is discovered attack, discovered check. Okay, let's calculate the first variation. I push, I give a check, the king takes, I give another check, the king moves, I take, that will lead to mate. So after I push, if they decide to push, that will lead to mate. And what if after I push, what if the queen blocks? Should I start with this? check. The king takes, that's the only legal move. Give another check. The king comes there. How do we continue? And by the way, this check leads to severe material loss because I'll have to block, and they simply take with another check, and they take, and I'm going to lose a piece. So I can't afford to play slow moves. Ooh. Push. Check. The queen blocks. I just take the queen with the check. They take back. Okay, let me first play the first move. And see and continue from there. Maybe I can take this pawn. And if the queen takes, I promote it. And after I take, the queen can't take because the queen is pinned. The queen now can take because that will lead to my so. How about if the king takes? Okay, so. I'll give a check then. And if the king moves there, that will lead to mate, so the king can move. If they block with the queen, the rook gives a check and I win the queen. And after this check, if they block with the pawn, okay, let's first play up to them. But is there anything I'm overlooking? I don't think so, because even if I play there, the king will simply escape. I think this is relatively easy. You just need to give a check there. King moves away and I grab the queen. My first instinct is to take. Take with the rook. Why not the knight, by the way? Because we can simply take with the knight, but if we take with the knight, I can simply take the bishop, and after I move, by there, let me see. I take with the knight. If they take back, my knight jumps but the bishop can take it. If I take, they take, I simply take, and I will have one apiece. But there, what's the material count? Both sides have 2 rooks, both sides have a queen, both sides have 2 minor pieces, so the material is even. So after I take, if they take, I take, and I will have one apiece. So after I take, they'll most likely take them. Take, after they take, let me give a check. The king moves to you. How do we continue? How do we continue? And what happens if I take? They take. And now I push the pawn. Attacking the knight. And is undefended. So if they take there, I simply grab the rook. And I am up material. And if I take, I give that check. The king moves there. I give that check. That check is useless because I simply block. This is the most resilient way, although I'm not sure. But let's see. Okay. I push one square. Simply take it. Black to move, black to move. Oh, two. This knight is on a very powerful outpost, and it's attacking our rook and it's attacking our queen. The most obvious move is to take. And then what's the material count? 2 rooks versus 2 rooks. Queen versus queen. 2 minor pieces versus 2 minor pieces. So the material is even. The number of pawns. Black has 6 pawns while white has also 6 pawns. And how do we wish to continue from this position? So let's assume I check. What will they do? What will they do? Of course, take back. I don't think they have any in-between moves. Okay, and how do we continue? Oh, two. I think I'm simply going to grab and allow them to take back. Then what will what will I have gained? Well, how do we continue? And what happens if I take the with check? The knight takes back and nothing. And what if I take, they take, and now I play my bishop there. And if they take, I take, and now I'm threatening to come over this side. And if I play there, and what if they play there? That does not make a difference because again they're simply going to come there with a check. And after I play there, but if they don't take, I simply play there with a check. Okay. Check. I think that what I need to set up is check. Takes, of course, takes. Play the check. So, and after this check, what if they decide to ignore me? So let's first get there. They did not ignore me. Check. This I think is relatively simple because this rook is overworked. So I just need to take the queen. They take the rook. Two rooks and a queen versus a rook and a queen, so they are up material. Okay. And now what if I just take them with the check? What will they do? The king can move there, the king can move there, but the king can move to the corner, and if they move to the corner, I give another check there. I think that's it. So yeah, that was it. How many pieces are attacking this knight? 1, 2, 3 pieces. How many pieces are defending it? 1, 2. So knights, they're going to take it. If we take, they take, and they're going to win a piece. Okay. And by the way, what's the material count? Both sides have a queen, both sides have a knight, both sides have one rook, but black is up a knight singe. They have a rook for a knight. Okay. let's start with calculating the crazy variations. So I take, and now I'm attacking the queen. If they take, I simply take the queen with a check. So I take. Okay. So let's do this. I play there. They take. Now I'm down a full piece. Okay. I'm for. And I play there. Check. How do they respond? How do they respond? If they take the knight, I simply take the rook with a check. The king has to move, and I give a check, and that will lead to mate. So, and after I take, what if they? Okay, the first move was I take, and what are all the possible things that they can do in this position? Because now I am simply threatening next to play either here or there. And I said after I take, if they take, I simply take the queen with a check. With a check, and if they move, I'm going to, and if they take, that this will lead to mate. Okay. So after I take this pawn, and can they give a check? If they try to give a check there, I simply take. So they can do that. If they again, I simply take. So after I take this pawn, so let's say they take, the knight jumps there with a check. I said if they take, I take, and that this will lead to mate. So after the knight gives that check, what will happen? And where can the king go? After that check, the king can go there. If the king goes there, now the rook is no longer defending the queen, so whether it can go there because of the pawn, so we should not even be calculating that variation. But the king can retreat back. After it goes back, now I take the rook. The queen takes, and I take back. And after all is said and done, I'll have a rook and a knight. They'll have a rook and a knight. So okay. And what if from this position, instead of first taking, what if I give a check here? Check. How will they respond? How will they respond? They can respond by taking it with the queen. How do I continue? Or even with the rook, how do I continue? And there's no way I'm touching this square. That's good. So I strongly believe this is the right first move. So let me play it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, yeah. Okay. What happens if I give a check there? Check. If the queen takes, I simply take back, and I will have won the queen. Okay. So if I play there, if the queen takes, I simply grab the queen. And where after this check, where can the king go? The king can go there, the king can go there, but the king can capture these two pieces. So let's calculate it. So check. Option 1, the king takes, and after the king takes, now the knight can simply move back with a discovered attack, discovered check. The king is here again. If it takes the pawn, okay. So the king now is here. If it comes here, that will be mate. If there, that will be it, and it can't move there. If it moves there, we take the rook with a check. Okay. And what if after this check, what if it takes the pawn immediately? Okay, let's first get there. Yay! Hey, that was tough. That was tough. Okay, I can play the discovered attack. Where will the king go? The king can either move there, hold there, and then I simply grab. I snatch a piece, I win a piece. But I don't think it can be this simple. There's no way puzzle 46 can be that simple. No way. What's the material count? Both sides have 2 rooks, and both sides have 2 minor pieces. So winning 1 more minor piece can be a huge deal. But again, I disagree. This is not the right first move. It's tempting, but it's not it. Unless it's a trick. What if I play there? And now this is double attack, and that means that the king has to move. The king can move there. It can move there. It can move there, and it can move there. So it only have one Lego move, and that's the Lego move. And after that, now the bishop plays there with another check. Again, the king can move now. They have to push the pawn, and after they push the pawn, the rook comes in, and that's it. So let's do this. What did I say? That move was too easy to be the right one. And why by there can't we go straight? If we go there, now we're giving them a chance to escape. So now the bishop, all the pieces have to work together. It's a teamwork. Okay. What's the material count? A queen versus a queen, a bishop versus a bishop, a rook versus a rook, but white is up material. They have a rook for a knight, so they are up an exchange. Okay. But this queen is in a terrible predicament, because how is it going to get out of there. Okay, so simply if I move the knight, if the knight magically moves away, now we are attacking the queen. And where can the queen go? The queen can go there. A queen will simply grab it. It can go there. A queen will grab it. It can go there. Bishop will grab it. It can't grab this pawn. The queen protects it. It can go there. So that will be it. But we have to be very careful where we are going to move the knight, because if we move the knight there, now they can play there. And if we take the bishop, now the queen can take there. So what we do is we play the knight there, so that even now if they play there, now the knight can simply take. And I think that's it. How about I simply snatch her rook? And after they snatch a pawn, I snatch another pawn, and I'm going to win a ton of material. That was not it. Okay, let's check out the solutions. This one I remember it. I think first move was okay. First move was simply to take, and after they take, I should have taken with the knight, so that there would be not to prevent another check. Okay, how about this one? I think most of these puzzles I'm solving them halfway. So this one I played there. I grabbed that pawn, and here I decided to take. So I shouldn't have taken. So what should have I done? How about now I play this rook here? That is it. I take and I take. Okay. This funny one. How about I simply take, and after they take, I take. That was it. I don't allow the queen to escape. Okay.